Hello, everybody, and welcome to an Ikoria draft here on the channel. My name is Nikolai, and in this draft video, I'm going to be going pick by pick and play by play through the draft, talking through all of my decisions so you can level up and improve your gameplay. Ikoria is a flashback format that first came back out around 2020 spring. So if you've never drafted it before, this video should help you get ready for it. Everybody gets a free draft token to play it. So even if you're scared to draft the format, I highly recommend it because your first draft of the format is on Wizards. If you do enjoy this video, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more, and comment below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. If you're interested in more Ikoria content, you can find my Ikoria draft guide on my channel, and I have a bunch of draft videos already out for the set from when it was out originally. So there's a lot of good content about Ikoria. Okie doke. So pack one, pick one. The rare is not playable, unfortunately. This card just doesn't do anything really. It just, like, the fact that you start, like, it puts you down a card when you cast it is just a really big deal. So this card's really confusing, but it's just not playable. Flame Spill is pretty good, 4 damage, and then you can, like, essentially trample over the extra damage. Fire Prophecy is very good. So these are the best 2 cards in the pack, is Flame Spill and Fire Prophecy. I'm not actually sure which one's better. They're both very similar. And then there's Ram Through, there's Deadweight. I think Flame Spill might be slightly better. Because 4 is a little bit more damage, and you can kill like a decent chunk more things. Like you can start killing their Cavern Whispers. After that, I would certainly take Fire Prophecy though. And red is the best color in this set. Not by like a massive margin, but it is still best, I'd say. So now that we have Flame Spill, we can kind of start evaluating where we want to go next. I honestly am kind of curious where other people are on that little difference, so I'll have to ask some folks later. Back for More is very good, but it is a gold card. I try to avoid gold cards early unless they're like really, really powerful, because it just leads to some difficulties where you end up inflexible. I like Boot Nipper a decent amount. It's a 2-drop. Sometimes you'll actually choose Lifelink if you are against a heavy enough like aggro deck. But certainly calling out for Death Touch is a more common option. Cavern Whisperer is definitely decent. Of One Mind is one of my cards that I enjoy. Go for Blood, pretty solid if you end up in a cycling deck. Not sure where we're going to end up yet, though. I kind of want to take Of One Mind, Go for Blood, or Boot Nipper. Those are my 3 cards I'm looking at. I think Of One Mind is especially good in blue-red, and Go for Blood is a little bit weaker in blue-red. I'm going to take the Of One Mind. Try to set myself up for maybe a spells setup, but we'll have to see. Okay. In this pack, the best card may just be the land, Raugrin Triome. Definitely a powerful card, a good option. Essence Scatter is quite good. This is the best blue common. There is Pyroceratops, which is a good card for blue-red specifically. One of the nice spells payoffs in the format. And then there's a Durable Coilbug, which is a card that works pretty well in the sacrifice decks. Lurking Deadeye, also pretty good in those like black-red, like kind of hit with a couple of small creatures type decks. I think I'm going to take the land. I do like the Triome. And if I am playing blue-red, it's going to be better than Essence Scatter for my deck, just giving myself some good fixing. And it can even facilitate a white splash if I wanted to. I think after that I would take Essence Scatter as the best card in the pack, followed by Durable Coilbug maybe over the Ceratops. I don't want to go too deep down this path when there's some good cards at Coilbug. The Coilbug. Okay, interesting. So here there is Zagoth Mamba, which is pretty cool for mutation. We did see a couple of the 4/4 mutate card that's in black. And this card can do good stuff if you are mutating. There's also another Of One Mind, which is another good card. There's Imposing Vantasaur, which is good if you end up in like a cycling deck. Day Squad Marshal is surprisingly good as well. In this pack, the 3 cards I like are Zagoth Mamba, Of One Mind, and Imposing Vantasaur. Like, just random cyclers are also good too a lot of the time. This card doesn't really work with what I have right now. Green is a very good mutate color, and this card's kind of far from where I'm at right now. I think I want to just take another Of One Mind over the Vantasaur. Well then. You see in this pack there is a Huntmaster Liger. When it mutates, you buff your other creatures. Not particularly powerful. Doesn't really get you a card back. There's some random white cards, but none of them are super powerful. Some of them are just like kind of niche. There's a Windscarred Crag if I wanted to do something with red-white. Or splash white. Clash with Titans is not very good. It's really expensive. It doesn't really work out the way you'd hope a lot of the time, unfortunately. Go for Blood is a reasonable pick. Frostveil Ambush is a reasonable pick. Boot Nipper is a reasonable pick. The Land is a reasonable pick, I'd say. I think I'll take Go for Blood, though. You've been seeing a decent amount of red cards. Feels like. This one's funny. +20, +20. Not particularly good, unfortunately. So Evolving Wilds, one of my favorite cards to take. Just leaves myself a lot more flexibility. And just good in my 2-color decks. Still not exactly sure where the signals are. This card actually ended up doing some work because people wouldn't play around it. We're just towing lines, reading signals, seeing what looks good. Cloud Piercer's pretty good. Momentum Rumbler, not so good. There's another Of One Mind. Sabretooth was really not where you wanted to be in this set. It's a red-green card. I think Cloud Piercer and Of One Mind are the best 2 cards in this pack. Which would I rather have, a third Of One Mind or a Cloud Piercer? Probably a Cloud Piercer. I'm hoping for some like Forbidden Friendships. Pick 8 Whisper Squad. That's interesting. This card's actually pretty good if you can get a few of them. Then there's like Drannith Healer's a good white common. Gust of Wind and Of One Mind are both good as well. I think it's between these 2 cards. I'm going to take the Whisper Squad. If black is open, I'll be happy to have this. Maybe it is. Could happen. I already have 2 Of One Minds. And now I'll get a Facet Reader. I don't mind playing one of those if I have one of One Mind. Because I need some humans. Getting a Go for Blood. Don't like any of these cards. I guess I could take Suffocating Fumes. It's sometimes playable. Wow, Vantasaur came back and the Footfall Crater. I'll take Vantasaur. I could have taken a Drannith Healer out of that other pack as well. Take the Crag. I actually have a decent mana base for if I wanted to play red-white. We don't really have a clear, like, we don't have any, like, super power picks, unfortunately. I'm trying to read the signals right now still, figure out what's I'm supposed to be drafting. In that pack, it seemed like blue wasn't particularly open other than Of One Mind, which people might just misevaluate. The red cards were somewhat flowing. You get like Last Pick, Tentative Connection. Got a super late Whisper Squad. But overall, really kind of a tough pack to navigate. In this pack, we've opened up Mothra, which is also known as Luminous Broodmoth. When a creature you control without flying dies, you can return to the battlefield. I didn't have any payoffs for Boros cycling Bukron. I didn't have a single card that really cared about cycling at all. So, I mean, you don't just like draft a deck that doesn't have any cards that matter for it. Broodmoth Keensight Mentor is a pretty good card for like green-white. Will of the All Hunter is pretty good. There's a Drannith Stinger, which I like. Spell Eater Wolverine can do some good work. I think this card's pretty powerful. Did get a late Vantasaur. Also Draenith Stinger. I'm going to take the Mothra. For the Luminous Broodmoth. I feel like it could work out. Love me a Trumpeting Gnar. Did not seem like green was open in pack 1. Here we're just going to take a Fire Prophecy. I could have taken a Draenith Stinger. The last pack, I could also have taken Ominous Seas. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to play red. I'm not going to play the Tentative Connection, probably. Probably Fire Prophecy, though. I think Ominous Seas is, like, a little bit hard to use. I think this card is, like, very good, though. 4 mana, 3/4 flyer that makes all of your other creatures, like, unkillable for a while. It works well with, like, sack synergies. Or fight spells and stuff. I'm just going to take Fire Prophecy. So this pack, we're really seeing a lot of black cards. So the person passing to us might be playing green-black. And they just happen to pass it back for more. Because we're seeing some really good black cards coming around here. Essence Scatter. It is double white. I'm not sure if I'm going to play the Broodmoth. I'm mostly just hedging in my probable blue-red deck. These are some good black cards. Seeing them here makes me, like, concerned that black is not open, and that I'd rather just stick to blue-red. I like Farfinder. I like Shredded Sails as well. This card's pretty reasonable. Farfinder's just great. Gust of Wind is reasonable. Splendor Mare. These white cards are pretty good. But most of my white cards are just hedges rather than actually thinking I'm going to play those colors. I'm pretty sure blue-red was open in pack 1. Wowza. This card's pretty good. Black-white. I could also just flash white for some random cards. I have some sources already. And it's got cycling, so. Part of the reason I took the Luminous Broodmoth is if I had gotten past another really good white card in this pack, I could have just, like, kind of scrambled together whatever other white cards I needed. Ooh. Interesting pack. There's another Evolving Wilds. There's a Tranquil Cove. There's a Farfinder. I like Farfinder a lot. It's also just the Cove. The Finder, though. Spell Eater Wolverine. There's also Memory Leak and Deadweight in the pack. 3 more instants and sorceries. I have 3 instants, 5 sorceries. So this card's looking pretty good for me. Ooh, Draenith Stinger Wield. Let's go. That's pretty nice. Didn't even get punished for taking the Mothra. Yeah, pacifism's reasonable. Still sometimes need removal. Mutual Destruction still in the back. That's kind of wild. Okay. So if I play a single plains, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources. So probably going to splash white. These Vantasaurs. Maybe even the Pacifism. Another Gust of Wind. Serval's actually good in, like, some decks, which is kind of cool. Not really my deck, but... Okay, wow, what a pickup. Wow, that's a good rare to get. The Mythos of Vadrock. I'm already playing red, blue, splashing white. And I just get like a card that fits that deck perfectly. Snare Tactician's really good as well. Not sure how good it would be off the splash. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got some ways to support it. I'm just going to get the Mythos, though. Dealing 5 damage split among anything. It's just going to get you a 2-for-1 so much at the time, sometimes even a 3-for-1. Then I would take Fire Prophecy. Then I might splash the Snare, and then I would take the land. Oh, yes. Yes! My favorite card in the set is mine! Oh, yes! Cooking with Fire. Archipelago is so good. There's also Pouncing Shore Shark, which is great. But I love me an Archipelago. That card is like my spirit animal. I don't think I can ever pass this card. It's just too sweet. It's just so good. It works perfectly with Farfinder. Oh, yes. After that, I would probably take the Shore Shark. And then the Cloud Piercer, maybe. I have 2 Farfinders, which all these cards work really well with. Because making your like random 1/1 into a massive Vigilance 7/7 is just incredible. But oh, yes. Welcome, Archipelago. Welcome. Welcome home. Okie doke. There's now a Porky Parrot. This card's pretty great. Bitterspit Gremlin's actually kind of a combo with the Porky Parrot in some ways. There's also Jubilant Skybonder, which does work well with my 2 Gust of Winds. Having a couple flyers would be nice to enable those. The Auricorn. Not particularly great. It is playable sometimes, though. Mutate is not something you always have to do. Keep that in mind. There's an ambush if I want that. The Porky Parrot, though. Lord Rakkus. My deck has taken a really cool turn for the Mutate. Lord Rakkus is great with all my instants and sorceries, and it works well with my other Mutate cards. It's a Snare, but I think this is going to work out well. Yeah, these cosmetics are sweet. I'm pretty happy that I have them. Yes, so pretty easy Lord Rakkus now. The Hemophage. So this pack, there's a Spell Eater Wolverine. My deck has 3 instants, 7 sorceries. Also has a lot of 3-drops. But not necessarily worried about that as much. There's a Gust of Wind. Spell Eater Wolverine, another Gust of Wind, which I don't have a lot of flyers, so I think I would rather just have the Wolverine. That's another thing to mutate onto. There is a Hemophage, but I'm not splashing black. At least not planning on it. Here I'll just take a Tranquil Cove. I am planning on splashing white. Not sure for how much stuff, but for a little stuff at least. Weaponize is really good in some decks, not really my deck because I don't have sacrifice fodder. Raking Claws is pretty nice, but I'm just going to take this land. Another Dranith Stinger. There's also a Marmoset. I have a lot of 3-drops though. And Dranith Stinger can just do some sweet stuff. It also gives me another human. Because I currently have 2 humans, so getting a 3rd human is really nice. So I'm going to take that over the Marmoset. Dranith Healer or Blister Spit Gremlin. I might just take the Healer. It's a cycling card. Snare Tactician. I have how many cyclers? 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a decent number of cyclers. I think this card's pretty good. I could take it Swiftwater Cliffs though. I like Snare. It's just a very good card. And my mana's pretty great already. Random shredded sails. Actually, I might just do memory leak as a random 1-mana cycler. Yeah, I think that's better. Yes! Snare Technician number 2 came around. Number 3 came around. People don't realize how good this card is. Wow, my deck really evolved there. Pack 3. I might just be playing red, white, splashing blue now. After all that. Which is kind of insane. I just picked up 3 Snare Tacticians. Like, what the heck just happened? Because then I can play this card as a main card. I think I might actually do that. I just, like, getting 3 Snare Tacticians, which is, like, the best white common, is just, like, insane. Okay, so if I am playing red-white... Hi, Asteroid. Okay, so I probably don't want just a random 2-mana cycler, but this random 1-mana cycler is good. So my blue cards are not actually as good as I would hope. I can just splash blue for my cards. Don't need the Facet Reader. I can just splash blue for the Archipelago, some number of Gust of Winds, some number of these guys. The Lord Rakkus isn't even a splash, so I'll splash it for this card for sure. And probably my Elf One Mines as well. And probably not the Essence Scatter, though I could consider it. Okay. I don't really need the cat. Don't need the main serval. The Savai Sabertooth is interesting. This is a random 1-mana cycler. Where? I do not need swamps, so. Wow, where did the card that I wanted go? Yeah, Memory Leak is definitely not getting cut. I'm trying to sort all my 1-mana cyclers into a pile. So I have decent number of 2-drops, 3 of those. Could play Essence Scatter as well, because that card scales pretty well. What's my land situation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16. This is tough. Okay, so the cards that I could consider playing, I don't really want to play any of these random junk or 2-drops. I could certainly do it, though. I don't want this Mothra art. I don't like the Mothra art as much as just the default art, which is kind of funny. It's confusing me. So... Thanks, Kiwi. My blue splash is pretty good. This is one on blue cards. This is a blue card I want to play. Like, I have a good mix of humans and non-humans. So I like those cards. They all seem really good. I don't have a lot of flyers, so this card gets a lot worse. So 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 lands seems good with double Farfinder and a bunch of 1-mana cyclers. What don't I want? I have to make 4 cuts. Insane. There's so many good cards in this deck. I'm down to 3 instants and 6 sorceries, so maybe I don't want the Spell Eater Wolverines. Mm-hmm. Trying to have a nice mutate package. I've got Dracus, Piercer, Porky Parrot, Archipelagore. Maybe I could play 15 lands because I have so many 1-mana cyclers. I have 5 1-mana cyclers, 6, 7, 8, so I could pretty easily cycle them away. I don't need them. It's a color situation, mostly red, a little white. I'm not going to play Essence Scatter, and then I'll play 15 lands. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 lands. This gives me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources. 5, 6, 7. I have too many white sources relative to red sources. So this gives me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources. 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources. And 1, 2, 3, 4 blue sources. Plus the Farfinders for the blue, which is good. Okay. I think this is going to be the build. Yeah, with 8 instants and sorcery, this card would be pretty good, I still think. But I have a lot of 3-drops. But yeah, I think we're going to run it like this, and we'll maybe make changes afterwards, but I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, and special shout out to those at the credits level. If you as a viewer feel like my content has provided you with $1 worth of value and you'd like to give back and support the channel, the Patreon is the best way to do so. And as my way of saying thank you to patrons, I provide some rewards like access to my card by card tier list for each set. I really do appreciate all of the patrons, and I really cannot thank you enough for helping me continue to produce these videos. Without further ado, though, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round 1. On the draw, we've got a pretty good hand. Ikoria is a really sweet set, one of my favorites. Okay, so it's a red deck. I'm going to fetch out my island, thin the deck a little bit. Okay, red-white. Let's see what you're working with, buddy. Okay. Checkpoint officer. There's Archie. Play my tap land. Pass. I'll consider cycling it, but I might not want to do that. Ooh, playing green as well. Oh, Yadaro. What a good card. I don't know why you would cycle it, though. Unless you really need a land. Because let's just look at this card. It's a 7-mana 8/8 trample haste. Cycling it is just so fancy. With so many Snare Tacticians, I don't really want to cycle the Vantasaur until I have to. So play Farfinder. Take action. Get another mountain. Is there audio? I assume there's audio. When I talk, this little bar moves up. No blocks. If I can double mutate onto this guy, then I'll get some nice value there. Currently, my Lord Dracus isn't doing much, but I might be able to, like, do some shenanigans. Sure thing. I'm just going to cast this card, get another Plains. I don't have anything to mutate to get back, but it will trigger this again. I'm just going to cycle this thing probably. And then I'll just mutate this thing on to a Farfinder and smack him. And I'll tap the Skybonder probably. And then I can always like mutate Porcupine above it. Okie doke. Nice. I'm pretty happy with how that went. Ikoria is so great. And now I can go like mutate Porcupine onto this thing, zap that guy at some point. As long as they don't have checkpoint officer up to tap it. Oh. I think I want to play this land. I kind of want to play this thing too. 5 damage, I can kill this and this. Wait, let's just double check that I don't have lethal on board first. I think I have lethal on board. Let's not miss lethal. Pacify this. Oh, it costs an extra. Oh, never mind. This is easy. Under. I get to tap 2 things. Yeah. Yeah, I knew I had lethal somewhere. That's where you take your time and just find it. Pretty sweet performance from the deck, wouldn't you say, chat? Getting to show off some of my favorite cards. Farseeker, Archipelagor, mutate stuff. Didn't really do it. I mean, the Snare Tradition was kind of good too, just easy for cycling and stuff. And I'm playing only 15 lands because I have so many cyclers. Okay, I'll keep this. White, black, probably humans. Go for Death Touch. Fair. I am a little bit worried because my mouse seems to like bug out on me like that. Like, I didn't really want to release that yet, and it just did it for me. I'll pacify it now. I was hoping that they would play a 3-drop that I cared about more. Thank you, Amy. Easy prey. I didn't want to cast this because then I would just have to discard the hand size. I figured they might have the 5-mana 4/4 that you can mutate for 4 that makes me discard a card. So I didn't want to do anything too fancy there. Thank you, Big Time. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. I'm so glad you're enjoying my content. Looks like we're both drawing cards, doing stuff. Okay, so they just did that. I'll end my turn still. Obosh again? I don't want to be able to block Obosh. Yep, that's a problem. Just trying to fix my mouse. Just kind of irritating me. Okay, so in this spot, I think I'm going to play this chump there, and then next turn, I'll have 7 mana to do 3, 2, plus Flame Spell. I could have also just played this thing to block the Blitz Leech. I can also just Flame Spell this now, kind of like that. Oh my gosh. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Oh my gosh. That's just insane. Oh my gosh. It's just brutal. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that worked that well. Oh my gosh. Could have held the Draenei Stinger as an extra tap with this Snare Tactician. This card's really tough to use properly. No block. Yeah, they're in trouble. What? So now whenever I use my fight spell, I can just kill their thing. That's kind of insane. Okay, so what's this do again? When an military creature card with lesser mana and value from your graveyard to your hand. So I can kill this and they get back a 3-drop or less. So I get back the glider or something. Sure. Firefinder's good. Works with this Lord Rakkus. I don't know why it does that. It just kind of like releases my mouse button before I'm ready. I don't know why they would choose to tap the guy that couldn't attack them that turn. I'm gonna get this just in case I need a tapper or removal spell. I think they're dead. Because of the ping. Right. I don't know exactly which Logitech I'm using. I haven't had this sort of issue in the past, though. I had this other mouse for a long time. But, whew, that was a close win. Wow, Archipelago are winning me both games. Not a surprise to me, because that card is actually unreal. Just, like, insane. Also, that Mythos of Vadrock was absolutely unreal. Yeah, that's weird, though, because this mouse is pretty new. Like, I got it a couple months ago. And my other one lasted a long time without having huge issues. before it started doing like double clicks. Okay, on the play, I don't have my blue mana. I have a cycler. 3 lands. I'm gonna keep this. I can find like 8 cards that make a difference, or just any of my red-white cards. Like, I could just find Farfinder and it'd be fine. Yeah, I'm kind of in that similar boat, Cheeseburger. Oh yeah, perfect. Where the click issue is really kind of bugging me. But the mouse is still like pretty good overall. Like if I'm just typing or something, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I like having a wireless mouse. It makes things very convenient. White-black. So white-black, let's just talk about the game a little bit. White-black generally means humans of some kind. Wow, that was a draw. Double Archipelagor. That's a dream. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Whoa, cycling the Rescuer. That's kind of wild. Looks like they missed a land drop or something. Just gonna cast this guy. Next turn I can mutate on the Lord Rakkus if I want. Oh. Go like cast, go for blood, mutate on Lord Rakkus. No! Kind of just want to cast this. This clicking is really bugging me. I would be concerned about flooding out, but because I have 3 6-drops in my hand, I'm going to be fine, I think. I'll probably just win before I would flood out. Thanks for the recommendation, Cheeseburger. They're holding up 2 mana every turn, which is not going to work out for them in the long run, I don't think. I'm just going to have enough big creatures that it won't matter. If they hold up 2 mana this turn, I will just tap their checkpoint officer on end step with my Vantasaur. Sure. In my deck a little. Get back my of one mine so I can refill. Nice. Close. Almost had the Luminous in play in time. Ah! They're just killing everything. Their deck is lining up really well against mine. With all of their removal spells. I'm just going to do this for the extra damage. Being able to ping is very useful. Case in point. Okay. Close game here. No! Bushmeat was a really good draw. Wow. Ouch. So keep in mind, I only have 15 lands in the deck, so I have Evolving Wilds, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I only have 4 lands left, so that's pretty good. I'm going to relax on this Fire Prophecy because I want to make sure that this Bushmeat Poacher doesn't just sacrifice whatever I try to kill, because I want to be able to discard this plane. So I'm going to wait till I draw a cycling card, which I believe I have some more of. And then I can tap this Bushmeat Poacher. Three, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm in a fine spot here. Okay, so I have 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then my last land, one lands on the bottom. So if I don't, I need to cycle into a spell, but I think this is a high enough upside play that it's worth going for. Yes. Oh. If I had just drawn another spell, no. I have no lands left though, so that's good. Yes! Woo! Got there in the end. Wow. Whew. That was insanity. At the end there, really close. I had drawn all of my lands. Playing 15 lands really paid off. So I knew that I had no lands. Like, if I hadn't known that I had no lands in my deck, that would have been way more tension-filled. I didn't know exactly what I had in my deck, but I knew I had stuff that could help. Like, cycling that Draenith Stinger is, like, so sketchy. Wow, what a play! That game was insane! They had so much removal, I super doubted whether we would get there. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, the more cyclers that you have that you plan on cycling, the fewer lands you need to play. Okay, so this is a hand that I'll keep. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to use this to get a plains because I can use Farfinder to get an island. And that way I can maybe go 2-drop, 3-drop. They were a person of culture. They went to the extra effort to change their lands to Ikoria lands, which I love to see. Another white-black deck. Interesting. There are bootlippers here. I should have waited. They might have chosen differently if I didn't show my land. So yeah, now they choose lifelink, which I'm actually okay with. Because my deck can go late game, but I probably should have waited. I don't really care about the damage, but I like Mythos of Adrock will just eat this for breakfast. Ah, Volpakey. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, they probably would have chosen lifelink anyway. Pacifism is pretty good for their all-in stack, though. The Mardu mutate creatures are just not as good generally. So now I will cycle. To try and just make sure I don't miss my land drop. But if I do, it's not the end of the world. Just would be preferable not to. And then I'll just save my life total like that. This thing can do work. They probably have a combat trick, but I don't really care. Yep, don't really care. Still a trade. This is going to be a card that I'm happy to have. Gonna get an island, and then I'm gonna play the healer because I care more about my own life total than about theirs. Cycling the Vantasaur when they have 5 lands, that's bold. Bold. Oh no, the Tigerzilla. Every time they play a like stats thing that lines up perfectly for me to just wreck them with Mythos, it feels so good. I'm just gonna hold the cyclers. I have Snare Tactician, so tapping things is gonna be useful. Okay, I was a little bit worried about them having the Lava Serpent. Ooh, we get a Farfinder, nice. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't block there. That was pretty lucky for me. So I guess that would have been a fine trade. I'm a little bit worried about Ultimatum, to be quite honest. Them just like one-sided wrathing me. Seems like it could be a recent hit for this particular construction of cards. Yeah, except for Ultimatum Warriors, this is looking pretty good. Maybe I'll hold back the Lava Serpent so I can kill them if they do have Ultimatum. Okay, yeah, they're just chumping. Makes sense. Just trying to buy time. Part of the reason I'm trying to trade, get my creatures off the board along with theirs, so that their Ultimatum's less brutal for me. They have the mana for it. They also get to kill my pacifism, which is really bad. So probably lose if they top deck. If they top deck it this turn, I lose. But if they top deck it next turn, I'm fine. I think. Maybe. Perhaps. Aye! Seven, 9. Well, that's funny. Okay, 7, 9, 11. I'm 1 damage off. Sanity. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I am 1 damage off. They actually had a kind of cool deck. Like, yeah. Does anyone else find it kind of odd that I got past 3 Snare Tacticians and wheeled all of them in pack 3? I was kind of like, okay, I'm probably playing blue-red, I got some stuff going on, and then it was just like, oh, you got past 3 Snare Tacticians. GG. Oh, yeah. Feels good. I got one like with 4 cards left in the pack, too. Kind of insane. Maybe I should have taken them the first time I saw them. But I was like not pretty. I was pretty sure I wasn't. I didn't think I was going to be playing white because it didn't seem as open pack 1. Maybe it was. I don't know. This is a weird situation. Okay, nice little hand here. I need to draw 1 land, and I have a few draw steps to do it because there's like Vantasaur, there's Fire Prophecy, and after that I'll be fine with my Farfinder finding me my next land. I have some removal spells for even if I don't find a land. And Broodmoth is pretty good. Broodmoth is mostly there's a 4-mana 3/4 in my deck. I don't have any sacrifice synergies. Got rid of the Broodmoth because I want some removal in case they play a Prickly Marmoset, pretty much. And then I want my of 1 Mind so I can keep drawing through my deck. So the red-white cycling deck, eh? Another Dranith Stinger. I wish I could have, I was trying to play this of 1 Mind, but I guess, that wasn't meant to be. I'm a little bit disappointed because, that was one of those things where my mouse just, like, it just released the card. I was like, I saw that it was hovering the wrong lands, and I, wanted to change it, but then my mouse just released it, so a little bit unfortunate. Doesn't look like I'm going to get punished here, though, luckily, so I guess it's karma for something I did in another life. Eventually I'll draw Mythos of Vadrok and just kill both their guys. That'll be sweet. I just think I have a better setup than them right now. Like, I probably have more powerful cards to draw. Yeah, that card's pretty good. But I can't... It's actually a pacifism target, which is nice. I'll probably end step tap all their guys. Then I'll untap and... Or maybe pre-combat tap all their guys. Two Drannith Stingers is pretty scary. Hold back one Snare Tactician to block their guys. Any mutate card I draw is pretty nice because it'll kill their Drannith Stingers. Because I can just get back Fire Prophecy again. If this had been a different land, I wouldn't have played it, but I kind of wanted to gain a life. Oh, this is Vigilance. Why would they cycle that? They could just cast it and be really, it would be really good. Oh, that's pretty good. So I just have to hope they don't have 3 cyclers in their hand or in their top cards. Sure. Well, that's a draw. Boom! Got the win. I got the Fire Prophecy so I could kill this Dranith Stinger, so they couldn't like chain cyclers next turn if they did have some more crazy way of staying alive. Could have also gotten a Memory Leak just in case they had another like way to untap their creatures or something. But yeah, feels good. If they'd had a Zenith Flare, I would have lost, but I mean, you can't beat Zenith Flare sometimes. The deck is cruising. The mouse got me that time, but that just shows me that I need to be more patient when it comes to plays. Though I didn't expect the auto tapper to do that to me. To be quite honest. Yeah, so I just need to be more careful, I guess. When I'm casting a spell, I don't get any take backseat moment. I'll have to get a new mouse. Good game, Falstaff. I figured if you had Flare, I was dead. But that's how it goes. Good deck. Your deck looks pretty sweet. Looked like you had a lot of the cards you're looking for. It's just hard when one person has a lot of scenario tacticians, the other person doesn't. This is a good hand. Don't want to give them any indication. We have not lost yet, Classic Trouble. Ah, the door rat. Aye. I'll probably just cycle the Dranith Healer, the Vantasaur, all that jazz. Probably cycle the Vantasaur. I don't really need to care about my life total just yet. So this can't attack or block, and the abilities can't be activated. Until my next turn, right? Yep. Hoping for the best here. Ouch. Hello, Snare Tactician. Welcome back. Facing down my Ikoria opponent. Ouch. I'll get another ping in. They'd already killed 2 of my Snare Tacticians, so I figured just getting the extra 2 damage in could be the most important part. Okay, that's a good pacifism target. Farfinder would be nice. I'm building up my mutate stack. Sure. Wow, this is so good, actually, if they don't kill my guy right now. Which hopefully doesn't happen. Thank you, NB. Why no attack? Because I don't want to get attacked back. 1110. How do I get rid of it? Maybe I just can't get rid of it. Want to play the land, or do I want to save it for clap? I should probably want to save it. Maybe not. Flying, this is something. I need to use this to stop these things from attacking and blocking for another turn. So what do I have in my deck? I have a Snare Tactician I could draw. Flame Spell. I don't have any more Mutate cards, so that's good to know. Oh, I messed up. I could have played Farfinder first, and then I could have zapped my own Farfinder to give it flying. So I have a chump blocker. Hmm. Perfect. Go for blood is exactly what I needed. Wait, do I just win? No, not quite. I could go tap that, fight that. No, because I can't tap and fight. Just gonna hope this works. When it dies, I think I get them all back with flying. Because of the brood moth, I don't know exactly how that works. MTG top 5, here we come. That's got to get on the list. Oh my gosh. Whoo, baby! Yes! That was insane! Oh my gosh, they all just come back as yes! That was incredible. Just getting all of them back at once. The whole squad coming back. Oh my gosh. I'm totally submitting that to MTG Top 5. It's gonna be sweet. Oh my gosh. I hope it gets on. I mean, it might not, but I hope it does. Just like the craziest play you could possibly do. I was hoping to draw the Go for Blood so I could do that exact thing. And then I realized that I had, just so I could survive. And then I realized I had the Broodmoth in play. And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, that was incredible. I just love the way the animation works. And it's just like, I just can imagine, fight these two creatures, I get all of them back separately with flying. I was pretty sure that was how that happened. I don't think it's a vote thing. Maybe it is. You basically submit them to the Channel Fireball Discord, I think. That's what I've done in the past. Maybe I tweeted at them, I don't even know. Oh, that was so epic. That was like the craziest mutate thing ever. Okay, I need one land. I have some stuff to stall. We'll keep this. Basically, I need to draw land. I'm chilling, and I have the Porky Parrot. If I don't draw land, I can like pacifism. I have a decent number of lands. Immediately rewarded. Let's go. I'll get a mountain so I can play Mythos with its full benefit. Okay, looks like a red-white deck. Nope, a red-blue deck. I like it. I guess I'll get an island now. I have 2 of every color now. Yep. I just want to get rid of both of those guys. The Marmoset I could have pacified, but I'm hoping they play another creature I can pacify at some point. Yep, like another Marmoset. Marmoset is the perfect card to pacify. I'm going to do this so I can lock up my land for next turn, and this way I can go Snare Tactician immediately into Of One Mind. Wow, this is such a sweet draft. I'm so glad we have the recording for this for the old YouTuberino. Why does it want to tap my blue sources? I'm doing this in case I draw another Of One Mind. I've got an idea. Next turn I can like Suicide in a Farfinder so I can mutate the Porcupine on the other one to zap the Granite Stinger. Do they also have the Vadrak Mythos thing? Yeah, looks like it. Such is life. So I guess getting the Mutate on would have been nice. I was hoping not to have to do this, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I was bound to draw too many lands at some point. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands so far. So I only have 4 left in the deck. So I could just draw all spells for the rest of the game and be fine, but I'm worried. Certainly worried. Yeah, that's fair. archipelago, eh? Hmm. This is why I'm trying to kill the Draenith Stinger instead of the Snare Detection, because I'm alive at 1. What do I want to get back? Go for blood or one of one mind? So I can attack them. Force this thing to stay back. Okay. Oh, they got there? Oh, no, they didn't get there. So I know they don't have a cycler. Because if they had one, they would have won already. We did it! We did it! Woo! What a game! Oh my gosh! Inches away from defeat, and we pull out the victory. Whew! We killed their Dranith Stinger on the precipice of defeat. And then we managed to overcome 3 Snare Tacticians from the opponent with our massive mutate stack once again doing work. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was insane. What a play. That was crazy. We managed to we played the Porcupine and then we managed to put 3 extra things on it so that we could zap their things. Archipelagor carrying us just like it was meant to do. Oh my gosh, I love this format so much. We had some cycling shenanigans of our own going on, but we also had like some epic mutate stuff. What a draft. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that was so fun. We had so many cool moments. We went undefeated. Classic Ikoria shenanigans. Absolutely wonderful to go back to this format. Definitely one of my favorites. Always a lot of fun. Just so many cool things. I mean, what do I even say about this deck? Archipelagor carried us to so many wins. The Snare Tacticians that we got in Pack 3 were absolutely insane. We got to do a really sweet play with the Broodmoth. All of our mutate cards were good. We had the Archipelagor, Cloudpiercer, Porky Parrot, Lord Dracus, all doing major work. Farfinder worked really well in the deck, tying everything together. We had some nice cycling synergies. Of One Mind was great. The Go for Bloods worked out really well, and overall, just like pacifist, we had like a great deck here. Everything worked very, very well, and great synergy all around. And the mana base was good. We even had a Triome on color. So much fun. So much fun. I'm really happy with how this deck performed, and the build, and all of that stuff. And I really had a blast making this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, in the comments section down below, I don't even know what to say. Leave hashtag perfect Ikoria, because this was a perfect run. This is like one of my favorite decks I've ever drafted in Ikoria, and really a perfect way to return to the format. We even had Archipelagor, which was an unofficial channel mascot. Just so much cool stuff. So hashtag perfect Ikoria to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. You can remember to hit that thumbs up button. It does help the video succeed and helps other people find it on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel for more content and click that bell icon if you would like to get notified when I post future videos. You can also comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback about Ikoria. You can check out the link to my draft guide in the description down below as well, and in the pinned comment. If you would like to find, like my Twitch stream is twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. You can also find the Discord server and my link to my articles in the description down below as well. And if you would like to support my work, you can do so via the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. It really does help me continue making these videos, and you even gain access to some cool rewards like my card-by-card tier lists. I have one for Ikoria that I made when I was drafting the set a lot. when it first came out. So it's very accurate in my opinion, and will help you in your drafts if that's something you're interested in. It's like a nice resource to just check, like, oh, how good is this card? That's how good this card is, according to Nikolai. So just a cool little resource you get as my way of saying thanks for supporting me. There's also a bunch of other cool rewards you can gain access to. You can also, if you have Amazon Prime, you can support my content at no extra cost to yourself. Simply link your Amazon account and your Twitch account, or you can make a Twitch account for free if you don't use Twitch. And then you can subscribe to my channel at no extra cost to yourself using your Amazon Prime gaming subscription. It's just going to be you just hit the subscribe button, and then it says, would you like to use your Amazon Prime subscription? It's a way of that Amazon lets you support the Twitch creators you enjoy if you have Amazon Prime, and it really does help out. And if you've done it in the past, you can do it each and every month. So it's a nice little way to throw a couple bucks my way. It's already included in your Amazon Prime. That is going to do it for this video, though. Nice little outro there. Feel pretty good about that. And you can tell that I like this set because I actually splurged for the like cool artworks. By the way, that's like a good little litmus test, though. I mean, this is one of my favorite sets I've had that's been on Arena, and I really like these arts, and overall just a ton of fun. I think the set is great, and yeah, total blast. That is going to do it for this video, though. I mean, Archipelago, go, go! Just love this deck. So much fun. I wish I could keep playing, and I wish I could just keep playing this deck over and over and over. But I mean, all great things must come to an end, just like this video must eventually come to an end. And I will talk to you folks next time.